everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a story that's equal parts shocking, heartbreaking and downright wild. It's about a Kenyan woman named Judy Wangeci Ngahu, who found herself in the middle of an international drug bust that's left her family pleading for help and the internet buzzing with opinions. Picture this, an airport in India, a suitcase stuffed with 4.2 kilograms of cocaine worth over 300 million Kenyan shillings. That's about 2.3 million US dollars. And a woman caught in a situation that could change her life forever. So, what really happened? How did Judy end up here? Let's unpack this crazy story together. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. First, let's set the scene. Judy Wangeci Ngahu is a Kenyan national, reportedly from a modest background. According to her family, she wasn't new to traveling abroad. She had been to India multiple times before without any trouble. Her nephew, Crispus Muturi, told local media that Judy was just an ordinary woman chasing opportunities, like so many Kenyans do. But this time, things went horrible wrong. It's early 2021 and Judy lands at an airport in India. Some reports says it was Mumbai, others point to Gujarat. Either way, customs officials were on high alert that day. They pull her aside, open her luggage, and boom, there it is, 4.2 kilograms of cocaine hidden carefully but not carefully enough. Now, 4.2 kilograms might not sound like a lot if you are thinking about, say, a bag of flour. But in the world of drug trafficking, this is massive. That amount of cocaine has a street value of 300 million Kenyan shillings, enough to buy a mansion, a fleet of cars, or fund a small army. In India, where drug laws are notoriously strict, this was a jackpot find for the authorities. And a nightmare for Judy. She was immediately arrested, handcuffed, and taken into the custody. Today, as of April 2025, she is being held at Sabarmati Jail in Gujarat, one of India's toughest prisons. But here is where the story gets complicated and honestly kind of heartbreaking. Judy's family back in Kenya is devastated. Her sister, Jen Boy, told tuko.co.ke that she last saw Judy just 2 days before her trip. Jen said Judy mentioned she was going to India to visit her man. No details, just a casual goodbye. Now, her family is pleading with the Kenyan government to step in. They say Judy's health is deteriorating in prison, and they are desperate for legal help to bring her home. Crispus, her nephew, insists she is not hardened criminal. She has been to India before. No issues, he said. This doesn't add up. So, was Judy a mastermind drug smuggler, or was she caught up in something bigger than herself? Let's talk about the bigger picture for a second. Drug trafficking is a global beast, and East Africans, especially Kenyans, have increasingly been caught in its web. Just last month, a 27-year-old Kenyan woman collapsed and died in the same prison where Judy is being held. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's not rare. In December 2024, A Kenyan man was snapped in India with cocaine worth 186 million Kenyan shillings. And then there is Margaret Nduta Macharia, facing execution in Vietnam for smuggling drugs. Posts on X are calling it an epidemic. Kenyans being lured into trafficking, often as mules or faceless cartels. Could Judy have been one of them, recruited, tricked, or coerced into carrying that suitcase? Here is what we know from the reports. When Judy was arrested, the cocaine was found in her luggage. That's the official story from India's Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. They didn't release much else. No statement from Judy, no details on how she got the drugs or who she was meeting. But her family's reaction hints at a different narrative. They are not defending drugs. They are saying Judy might not have known what she was carrying. It's a classic defense in these cases. I was just a courier. And honestly, it's not hard to imagine. International drug lords often prey on vulnerable people, promise them quick cash, a free trip, or threaten their family if they say no. Think about it. Judy has been to India before. Maybe she built trust with someone, a boyfriend, a business contact, who eventually said, "Hey, just take this bag for me." 300 million shillings worth of cocaine doesn't just fall into your lap. You are either deep in the game or someone is using you. And if Judy was a mule, she is paying a brutal price. India doesn't mess around with drug crimes. Under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act, trafficking this amount could mean decades in prison or worse. Her family says she is sick, scared, and running out of time. So, where does that leave us? Judy's story is blowing up online. Ex-users are split. Some say she is a criminal who deserves what is coming. Others argue she is a victim on a system that exploits desperate people. Look, I don't have all the answers. Was Judy Wangeci Ngahu a drug lord in disguise? Or a pawn in a deadly game? We might never know the full truth. But one thing is clear, this story bigger than just one woman. It's about poverty, desperation, and a world where people risk everything for a shot at something better, only to end up in handcuffs halfway across the globe. What do you think? Should Kenya fight for Judy? Is she a victim or a villain? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Newsroom, Maisha TV. My name is Joy Madoya.